Social isolation is so often a part of living with MS, and the pandemic sure made things a lot harder. Listen in as I talk with KT Sloan, host of the popular MS podcast, MS.UNDERSTOOD, as we brainstorm great ways to start building your own community for support.
Topic of social isolation. This is very true for many people. I still have patients. In fact, I spoke to somebody today. She has not seen her family in 30 months because she's just got a bad immune system and she's deathly afraid of catching COVID. And she's so alone. So what are some things we can do to address this, Katie?
Yeah, this is really a tough one. The thing I think we can really offer is that we do actually have control over our emotions. Sometimes we may not think that we do, but if we can take responsibility and then again, plan to prevent isolation in the first place, that is really our best tool. And so if being with others is important to us, find our people now. Maybe it's just one or two people to celebrate with. Maybe you have some other ideas too, Dr. Susan.
Well, I think we sort of made a mistake during COVID calling it social distancing. I think we should have called it physical distancing because you can still be social when you're not in the same space, right? Aren't we all sort of being social right now? Finding online groups, using technology like FaceTime and Zoom. I mean, it just does feel like you're with that person when you're using one of these video technologies. Also, seeking out events in your community to figure out what you can partake in. Social isolation is a risk factor for heart disease and mortality. So it's as important to get out and connect with others as it is to exercise, eat well, and take care of your body through other ways. So, when we were kind of talking about what we wanted to tell everybody today, Katie, what are some strategies that we brainstormed to also deal with social isolation? Like, what are the things we could do on Thanksgiving?
Really, planning ahead for the things, again, that you value most and that bring you the most joy. So maybe it's watching a favorite movie. And if you can't watch it with someone, maybe you both watch it kind of side by side and then talk about it like across the miles. You can do that virtually now. Maybe you cook something special or diffuse festive and uplifting essential oils. Don't forget that the holidays are a really sensory experience. And so we can bring some of those things in, even if we are alone. I think also decorating, especially with special memories from the past, can really take us back to a more maybe pleasant time. We also in our family love playing board games. So that's one of my top recommendations, and collaborative games instead of competitive games. If you want ideas about that, please reach out. I've got some good ones for you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and we can write letters. I mean, isn't it wonderful when you get like a handwritten letter? Like, it just makes you feel special. And you can do that for people that you love. Calling an old friend. There's lots of opportunities to volunteer, actually, because you can actually put effort into helping others. And, there is something called the helper's high that's good for your immune system. And then we talked about gratitude practices. So every day you pick 3 things that you're grateful for. You can keep adding on to that, or you could pick one thing and go deep and write about it. So we're going to also give you some additional resources. Make sure you look at the very last thing, because there are some kindergartners that are ready to give you a pep talk. I know that might not make any sense to you right now, but check out the handout. You'll know what I'm talking about. Okay.